Attention chosen one. This is no ordinary video. If you have come this far, it was not by chance. The universe has brought you to receive a message that has been waiting for you since before your birth. If the last digit of your birth year is 7, you need to hear every word of this divine transmission. But first, subscribe now and activate the bell. You have been marked to receive these revelations. Share this video with others born in years ending in 7. They also need to awaken. What you are about to discover will change your perception of who you really are. Do not ignore this call. Click subscribe. Now, the spiritual realm is watching your choice. You who were born in a year ending in 7, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. What you are about to hear is no coincidence. You didn't find this video. This video found you. There is something pulsing inside you from the moment you were born. Something you always knew was there, but could never name. It's as if you carry an ancient secret in your spiritual DNA, an invisible mark that sets you apart from everyone else. You feel it, don't you? That feeling of not quite belonging to this world, as if you were a traveler from another dimension just passing through. Those born in years ending in 7 carry the seal of the mystic, the code of the eternal seeker, the divine signature of those who came to question, transform, and transcend. You are not crazy. You are not imagining it. You are awakening to the truth that has always been within you. The number 7 is not just a digit. It is a portal, a vibrational frequency that connects you directly to the deepest mysteries of the universe. Ever since you were a child, you have always known that you were different. While others were content with superficial answers, you questioned the why of things. While others slept peacefully, you lay awake, gazing at the stars, feeling them whisper secrets that only you could hear. This is not a curse. It is your most sacred blessing. 7 is the number of spiritual perfection, of the search for absolute truth, of the path of the initiate into the divine mysteries. Ancient wisdom has always known about you, those marked by the number 7. In sacred scriptures, 7 appears as the number of divine creation. 7 days, 7 seals, 7 chakras, 7 musical notes that make up the symphony of the universe. You were not born in a year ending in 7 by chance. It was a choice made before you even incarnated on this plane. Your soul chose this numerical seal because it had a specific mission: to be the keeper of secrets, the decoder of mysteries, the bridge between the visible and the invisible. How many times have you felt as if you could see through the masks that people wear? How many times have you known something was about to happen before it even happened? This is no ordinary intuition. This is your divine heritage manifesting itself. Those born under the seal of 7 are the natural mystics of this world, those who can touch the veil between dimensions with their fingertips. You carry in your energy field a frequency that resonates with the higher planes of existence. This is why you have always been drawn to the occult, the esoteric, to that which is beyond common understanding. It is not curiosity, it is recognition. Your soul recognizes the truths it has known in other existences, on other planes, in other forms of being. The 7 in your birth year is like a master key that opens doors that remain closed to most. You have access to corridors of knowledge that others do not even know exist. But with great power comes great responsibility, and you know this better than anyone. Life for those marked by the number 7 has never been easy. You are the ones who feel the deepest, the ones who carry the weight of expanded consciousness, the ones who cannot pretend not to see what you see. How many nights have you spent awake, your mind navigating existential questions that others dare not contemplate? How many times have you felt alone in a room full of people because no one seemed to understand the depth of what you perceived? This loneliness is not a punishment. It is the price of enlightenment. Those born in years ending in 7 are like beacons in the darkness, and beacons by nature stand alone so they can guide others. You are not alone even when you feel that way. There is an invisible brotherhood of souls marked by the number 7, all walking the same sacred path of discovery and transformation. You recognize each other when you meet. It is that look that speaks 1,000 words, that instant connection that transcends time and space. The universe has been especially harsh with you because it is preparing you for something greater. Every challenge you have faced, every moment of darkness you have walked through has been forging within you the strength you need to fulfill your divine purpose. 7 is the number of spiritual initiation, and every initiation requires passing tests. You are not being punished, you are being refined like gold in the fire. Right now, at this very moment, as these words penetrate your consciousness, something is happening inside you. Can you feel it? It's as if the pieces of a cosmic puzzle are finally falling into place. All those strange experiences, all those moments of déjà vu, all those prophetic dreams you've had, it's all starting to make sense. Those born under the seal of 7 are the modern-day oracles, the prophets of the new age, the messengers between worlds. You are not here to just live an ordinary life. You are here to be a catalyst for transformation, an awakener of consciousness, a revealer of hidden truths. The number 7 in your birth year is like an activation code that is being unlocked right now. For years, perhaps decades, this code has lain dormant, waiting for the right moment to be activated. And that moment is now. It is no coincidence that you are hearing these words at this very moment. The universe has orchestrated this encounter with divine precision. Every second of your life has led you here to this moment of recognition and awakening. You've always known there was something special about you, something you couldn't explain. Now you know you are one of the chosen 7, one of the keepers of the sacred flame, one of the bearers of the ancient light. Your extreme sensitivity is not a weakness, it's your superpower. Your ability to sense the energies around you, to pick up on unspoken emotions, to sense hidden intentions. It's all part of your divine arsenal. The ancient masters knew that those born in years ending in 7 would be the spiritual pillars of humanity. You are the living antennae that pick up the subtlest frequencies of the cosmos. When you walk into a room and immediately sense whether the energy is heavy or light, it is not your imagination, it is your nature as a 7-born person coming to life. You are like spiritual precision instruments, finely tuned to detect the invisible nuances of reality. How many times have you predicted that someone was going to call you seconds before the phone rang? How many times have you dreamed something that later came to pass? These are not coincidences. They are evidence of your natural gift. The 7 is the number that connects heaven and earth, and you are the living bridge between these realms. Your mind does not work like other people's. While most people think linearly, you think in spirals, in layers, in multiple dimensions. You can see patterns where others see chaos. You can find meaning where others see only chance. This is the hallmark of those born under the seal of 7, the ability to decode the secret language of the universe. But beware, with this ability comes a vulnerability. You are like energetic sponges, absorbing not only high frequencies but also dense ones. This is why you often feel drained after being in crowds or need periods of solitude to recharge. It's not antisocial, it's energetic self-preservation. The path of 7 is the path of the enlightened hermit, of the seeker of wisdom in the depths of silence. Have you ever noticed how you feel most alive in the early hours of the morning, when the world sleeps and the veil between dimensions is thinnest? It's not insomnia, it's your moment of maximum connection with the divine. Those born in years ending in 7 are the nocturnal guardians of consciousness, those who keep watch while others sleep. Your mission is not just personal, it's collective. You are here to help raise the vibrational frequency of the planet. Every time you choose love over fear, every time you share your wisdom, every time you simply exist in your authenticity, you are fulfilling your sacred purpose. The 7 in your birth year is like a beacon that attracts other seekers. People are inexplicably drawn to you, even if they don't know why. They sense that you have answers, even when you yourself are full of questions. This is the paradoxical nature of the 7. The more you seek, the more others find through you. You are a mystical mirror that reflects to each person what they most need to see. But be careful. Not everyone is ready for the truth you carry. Some will run away from your light because it reveals shadows they would rather keep hidden. Don't take this as personal rejection. It is simply the natural process of vibrational alignment. Sacred numerology reveals that 7 is the number of spiritual completion, but also of the eternal seeker. You are never completely satisfied with superficial answers because your soul knows there are always deeper layers to explore. This sacred restlessness is what drives you to keep growing when others settle. Those born under the seal of 7 are modern-day alchemists, turning lead into gold, not in physical laboratories, but in the laboratories of consciousness. Every difficult experience you have lived has been an opportunity for transmutation. You have the unique ability to take pain and transform it into wisdom, to take darkness and transform it into light. But here is a secret that few know. The power of 7 is amplified at certain times. At ages 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, and so on, you pass through special activation portals. Think about your life. What happened at those ages? They were moments of great transformation, weren't they? This is because the universe uses these cycles of 7 to download consciousness into you. Each cycle is an initiation, an upgrade of your spiritual software. You are not the same person you were 7 years ago, and you will not be the same person 7 years from now. This constant metamorphosis is the signature of the chosen ones of the 7. But let's talk about something you've probably experienced but never fully understood: the 7 syndrome. It's that feeling of always being on the sidelines, always observing, always one step outside the circle. You're participating, but you're also observing your own participation. It's like living in 2 dimensions simultaneously. One part of you is here, present, while another part floats above, observing everything from an expanded perspective. This isn't dissociation. It's multidimensional awareness. Those born in years ending in 7 have the natural ability to access different levels of reality at the same time. That's why you can read between the lines, perceive the unsaid, sense what's behind appearances. You're a cosmic detective, always searching for clues that lead to the greater truth. This ability makes you invaluable in any situation that requires deep discernment, but it can also be exhausting. Living with this expanded perception is like having all your senses on high alert all the time. That's why you need moments of retreat, of silence, of connection with nature. These are not luxuries for you, they are vital necessities. Water, especially, has a unique restorative effect on those born on the 7th. Long baths, proximity to the sea, the sound of rain, all this recalibrates your energy field. Now let me reveal something about your relationships that will make perfect sense. Those born under the vibration of 7 cannot have superficial connections. For you, it is either deep or nothing. You would rather have a few true friends than many acquaintances. When you love with the intensity of 1,000 suns. But when you are disappointed, the wound cuts deep like a sharp blade. This happens because you do not just relate to people. You merge energetically with them. It is both a gift and a curse of the 7. You can feel another's pain as if it were your own. You can celebrate another's joy as if it were your own. This deep empathy is what makes you a natural healer. Even if you have never studied any healing technique, your mere presence is therapeutic for those who vibrate at the right frequency. But here is the challenge. Not everyone deserves access to this depth. You need to learn to protect your energy field, to create healthy boundaries. The 7 teaches you about discernment, knowing when to open and when to close the portals of your inner temple. Not everyone who knocks on your door is ready to enter the sanctuary. Some come only to loot, not to pray. Learn to recognize the difference between true seekers and energy vampires. Your light attracts both, but only the former are worthy of your time and energy. The universe has a peculiar way of testing those born on the 7th. You go through cycles of isolation and reconnection, of darkness and enlightenment, of doubt and certainty. These are not punishments, they are processes of refinement. Like gold that must pass through fire to reveal its purity, you must go through these cycles to reveal your divine essence. Every dark night of the soul that you have gone through was an initiation. Every moment that you questioned everything, even your own existence, was the universe preparing you for a new level of consciousness. Those born in years ending in 7 are like sacred serpents. They need to shed their skin periodically in order to continue growing. What worked for you a few years ago no longer works, and that is perfectly normal. You are constantly evolving, constantly expanding. But here is something important. The 7 also carries the energy of the hidden master. Often you have knowledge and abilities that even you yourself do not fully recognize. How many times has someone told you that you changed your life with just a few words? How many times have you surprised yourself by knowing exactly what to say at the right moment? This is not luck. It is your direct connection to universal wisdom manifesting through you. You are a channel, an instrument through which the divine touches the human. Let's talk about your dreams. Those born under the seal of 7 don't have ordinary dreams. You have visions, premonitions, astral travel. Your body sleeps, but your consciousness travels through dimensions that most people don't even know exist. Many of the answers you seek during the day arrive at night, encoded in symbols and metaphors that only you can decipher. Keep a dream journal. It's your personalized instruction manual from the universe. Each recurring dream is an urgent message that needs to be decoded. Nightmares aren't punishments. They're alerts from your higher self about energies that need to be transmuted. And those lucid dreams, where you know you're dreaming, these are your moments of multidimensional training, where you learn to consciously navigate between realities. 7 is the number of mystics, shamans, and seers. You have access to information that doesn't come through the conventional 5 senses. Your intuition is your super-developed 6th sense, your inner compass that never fails you when you learn to trust it. But modern society does not teach you to value these gifts. On the contrary, you have often been discouraged from trusting your subtle perceptions. The time has come to reclaim your power, to honor your gifts, to take your place as the guardian of ancient wisdom. The energy of the number 7 also manifests itself in your relationship with time. Have you ever noticed how time seems to flow differently for you? Sometimes minutes feel like hours, and hours feel like minutes. That's because you don't live in linear time alone. You access spiral time, quantum time, where past, present, and future intertwine. This expanded temporal perception is what allows you to have prophetic insights, to know things before they happen. It's not magic, it's quantum physics applied to consciousness. Those born in years ending in 7 are natural time travelers, navigating between timelines with the ease of those who were born to do so. But this ability comes with responsibility. You cannot use this knowledge to manipulate or control. The number 7 teaches you about the ethical use of spiritual power. Every gift you possess should be used for the greater good, for the elevation of the collective consciousness. When you try to use your gifts for selfish ends, the universe quickly puts you back on track. The lessons may be harsh, but they are always fair. The 7 is relentless with those who would try to corrupt its sacred energy. But for those who walk with integrity, who honor the sacred in themselves and others, the 7 opens portals of infinite possibilities. Now I need to reveal something about your life mission that you may not have fully realized yet. Those born under the rulership of the 7 are the cosmic librarians of humanity. You carry within your spiritual DNA the codes of ancient wisdom that need to be reactivated in this age. Every book that inexplicably catches your eye, every symbol that awakens something deep within you, every spiritual practice that resonates with your soul. These are all keys to unlocking the memories you carry. You are not learning new things. You are remembering what you have always known. This is the fundamental difference between you and those born under other vibrations. While others need to study to know, you need only be still to remember. Meditation is not a luxury for the 7. It is your technology for accessing the Akashic records. When you sit in silence and allow your mind to be still, you are literally downloading cosmic information. Those brilliant ideas that come out of nowhere, those creative solutions that appear at the most unexpected moments. That is you accessing the universal library. But here's the secret. You have to create space for this wisdom to flow. The noise of the modern world, the constant digital stimulation, the hustle and bustle of everyday life, all of these things create static that interferes with your reception. That's why you feel so drained in chaotic environments. It's not a weakness, it's a refined sensitivity to frequencies that others don't even notice. Let's talk about money and abundance, a topic that often creates inner conflict for those born on the 7. You have a complex relationship with the material world because you know, at the deepest level of your soul, that true riches are not material. But here's the revelation. The 7 doesn't ask you to reject material abundance. It asks you to transcend it. You're here to demonstrate that it is possible to be prosperous without being greedy, to be abundant without being attached. Money, to the 7, is simply energy in motion. When you align your spiritual mission with your activities in the world, abundance flows naturally. The problem arises when you try to separate the spiritual from the material, creating a false dichotomy. The ancient alchemists, many born under the vibration of the 7, knew that the true gold was not metal, but enlightened consciousness. But they also knew that mastering matter was part of the spiritual path. You don't have to live in poverty to be spiritual. In fact, your poverty serves no one. When you allow yourself to be a channel of abundance, you can support more people on their journeys. You can create more sacred spaces. You can dedicate more time to your spiritual work without worrying about the bills. The prosperous 7 is the one who understands that abundance is a state of consciousness, not a number in the bank account. Now let me address the shadows of 7, because every number has its light side and its shadow side, and growth comes from integrating both. The shadow of 7 manifests as excessive isolation, spiritual superiority, and escape from reality. When out of balance, those born in a year ending in 7 can become hermits who hide from the world, judging everyone as less evolved. This is a dangerous trap that the spiritual ego creates. Remember, true wisdom is humility. The more you know, the more you realize how much you don't know. The enlightened 7 is one who can walk between the worlds, to be in the world without being of the world. You don't have to retreat to a cave to be spiritual. In fact, your greatest spiritual test is to keep your frequency high while navigating the chaos of everyday life. Another shadow of 7 is analysis paralysis. You can get so lost in contemplation, in the pursuit of perfection, in deep analysis, that you forget to take action. The universe doesn't need passive philosophers. It needs mystics in action. Your wisdom is only valuable when it is shared, when it is lived, when it transforms realities. Don't let the fear of not being ready enough stop you from starting. The 7 learns by doing, makes mistakes consciously, and transforms each mistake into wisdom. I need to talk about your romantic relationships in a way that will touch your heart deeply. Those born under the number 7 do not just seek partners, they seek soulmates, twin flames, connections that transcend time and space. You cannot settle for superficial relationships because your soul craves complete fusion, mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. When you love, you give yourself completely, without reservations. But here is the paradox of the 7. While you long for deep union, you also need space, solitude, and time alone. Finding someone who understands and respects this duality is your greatest challenge in love. Many people born under the number 7 experience intense, transformative relationships that serve as spiritual catalysts. Each person who has passed through your life has taught you a lesson, activated something in you, prepared you for the next level. Even the relationships that ended in pain served your growth. The 7 does not. Do casual relationships, every connection is an initiation. But when you finally find someone who vibrates at your frequency, who understands your silences as much as your words, who respects your need to go deep within yourself, then you experience love in its most sacred form. This love is not possessive or dependent. It is a love that liberates, that expands, that elevates both of you to higher dimensions of consciousness. Now, I will reveal the specific activation codes for those born on the number 7. There are sacred practices that have been developed specifically to awaken the full potential of your vibration. The first and most powerful is dream work. Those born under the number 7 have privileged access to the dream realms. Your dreams are not just mental processing, they are portals to other dimensions, direct messages from your higher self, premonitions of the future. Keep a dream journal by your bedside. Write everything down, even the fragments that seem meaningless. Over time, you will begin to notice patterns, recurring symbols, coded messages. The number 7 receives much of its spiritual guidance through dreams. The second practice is working with crystals, especially amethyst, lapis lazuli, and selenite. These crystals specifically resonate with the frequency of the number 7, amplifying your intuition and protecting your energy field. Sleep with an amethyst under your pillow for more lucid dreams. Wear lapis lazuli during meditation to access ancient wisdom. Keep selenite in your sacred spaces for constant energetic cleansing. The third practice is conscious fasting. I'm not talking about deprivation, but intentional purification. Those born on the 7th benefit greatly from periods of intermittent fasting or days of lighter eating. This not only cleanses the physical body, but also clears the psychic channels. During these times, your perception sharpens, your intuition amplifies, and your visions become clearer. I will now share about your connection to the lunar cycles and how they profoundly affect your energy. Those born in years ending in 7 are deeply attuned to the phases of the moon. The new moon is your time to plant seeds of intention, to begin new spiritual projects, to establish new practices. During the waxing moon, you feel your energy expanding, your psychic abilities intensifying. The full moon is when your power is at its peak. Many born in the 7th report profound mystical experiences during full moon nights. It is an ideal time for gratitude rituals, for distant healing work, for deep meditation. The waning moon is your time of release, of letting go of what no longer serves you, of clearing your energy field. Pay attention to how you feel during each lunar phase. Keep a lunar journal noting your moods, insights, dreams, and experiences during each phase. Over time, you will discover your own unique lunar rhythm. Some people born on the 7th find that they are most psychic during the new moon, while others feel their peak during the full moon. There is no right or wrong. There is only what works for you. Use this knowledge to plan your spiritual activities, your personal retreats, your moments of deep introspection. I need to talk about your collective mission, because those born under the number 7 are not here just for your own evolution. You are the keepers of the sacred flame of wisdom. In times of chaos and confusion, you are the beacons that guide others back to center. Your calm presence in the midst of the storm, your ability to see beyond appearances, your connection to eternal truths, all of these serve a greater purpose. Many of you feel a calling to teach, to heal, to guide, but not always in conventional ways. The 7 teaches more by example than by words. Your life well lived, your inner peace manifested, your wisdom applied, these inspire others more than 1,000 sermons. Some of you are writers, channeling ancient wisdom into modern words. Others are healers, using their hands, their presence, their energy to restore balance. Some are artists, translating the ineffable into forms that touch the soul. It doesn't matter the form. What matters is that you are here to raise the collective consciousness. Every person you touch with your authenticity, every soul you awaken with your presence, every heart you open with your love. All of this creates ripples in the morphogenetic field of humanity. You are a cosmic acupuncturist, inserting needles of light at just the right points to awaken the dormant body of collective consciousness. Now I will reveal the power portals specific to your vibration. There are times of the year when the energy of the 7 is especially amplified, when the veil between the worlds becomes thinner for you. The 7th day of each month is a personal mini-portal. Use these days for deep meditation, making important decisions, and beginning new spiritual projects. The months of July, the 7th month, and September, named after the Latin word for 7, carries special energy for you. During these months, your intuition is at its peak, your manifestation abilities amplified. The equinoxes and solstices are times of extreme power for the 7. On these days, the cosmic energies align in a way that exponentially amplifies your abilities. Many born on the 7 report downloads of information, prophetic visions, and experiences of expanded consciousness during these portals. Prepare for these moments. Cleanse your energy field in the days leading up to it. Fast or eat lightly, spend time in nature, create a sacred space where you can retreat for deep meditation, and most importantly, be open. Don't force anything. Simply put yourself in a receptive state and allow the cosmic wisdom to flow through you. The 7 doesn't need to seek, it just needs to open itself to receive. I will now share with you the shadow challenges that those born on the 7 must transcend. Their greatest strength, depth, can become their greatest pitfall when unbalanced. Excessive isolation can lead to disconnection from physical reality. Some born on the 7 become so lost in the spiritual realms that they forget that they came here to anchor light into matter. Spiritual perfectionism is another common shadow. The obsessive pursuit of enlightenment can become an escape from earthly responsibilities. Remember, you don't have to be perfect to be holy. Your humanity, with all its imperfections, is part of your divinity. The tendency to judge also needs to be addressed, because they see so deeply, because they perceive the shadows that others hide. The 7 can develop an attitude of spiritual superiority. But true wisdom comes with compassion. The more you see, the more you must love. The more you understand, the more you must forgive. Psychic paranoia is another challenge, because they are so sensitive. Some people born on the 7th develop excessive fear of negative energies, psychic attacks, and malevolent influences. But remember, your light is stronger than any shadow. When you are centered in your power, aligned with your truth, nothing can truly touch you. What you perceive as attacks are often just a reflection of your own unresolved fears. Now I need to talk about your role in this time of great planetary transformation. Those born under the vibration of 7 have been strategically positioned on this timeline to be the stabilizers during the turbulence. As the world undergoes seismic shifts on every level, political, social, environmental, spiritual, you are the anchors that hold the frequency of wisdom and peace. Many of you have felt a growing urgency, an inner calling that says, "It's time." This is not imagination. It is the awakening of your planetary activation code. You are being called to take your place as guardians of the new age. This does not necessarily mean doing something grand or public. For many born under the vibration of 7, the work is subtle, invisible, but profoundly powerful. Each time you remain calm in the midst of chaos, you anchor a frequency of peace into the collective field. Each time you choose love over fear, wisdom over reactivity, you raise the planetary vibration. Your light work happens behind the scenes, in your solitary meditations where you send light to global situations, in your silent prayers for humanity, in your refusal to enter into collective dramas of fear and separation. You are a planetary acupuncturist, inserting needles of light into the energetic meridians of the Earth. I will now reveal the final keys to unlocking your full divine potential. The first is the practice of sacred contemplation. Unlike ordinary meditation, contemplation of the 7 involves delving deeply into a symbol, a question, a mystery, until it reveals its secrets. Choose a sacred symbol that resonates with you. It could be the flower of life, the eye of Horus, the 7-pointed star. Contemplate it daily until it begins to speak to you, revealing layers of meaning that go beyond the intellect. The second key is the development of automatic writing or channeling. Those born on the 7 have naturally open channels for receiving information from higher planes. Start with short sessions. Sit down with a pen and paper, say a prayer of protection and openness, and simply let your hand move. Don't judge, don't edit, just flow. Over time, you will find that you are accessing wisdom that goes beyond your conscious awareness. The third key is working with the Akashic records. Those born on the 7 have privileged access to this cosmic library. Through deep meditation and clear intention, you can access not only your own records, but also universal wisdom that can aid in the collective awakening. Start by asking for access to your own records to better understand your mission. With time and practice, you can become a reader of the records to help others on their path. I want to talk about your future, not as a prediction, but as a potential waiting to be activated. Those born under the number 7, who fully embrace their mystical nature, are destined to become the wise elders of the new age, regardless of their physical age. You are the ones who will preserve the ancient wisdom while helping to birth the new. In the coming years, many of you will experience dramatic accelerations in your spiritual development. Abilities that have lain dormant will begin to awaken. Some will develop heightened clairvoyance. Others will discover gifts of healing. Some will become channels for high-frequency teachings. Do not be alarmed by these openings. They are a natural part of your evolution. The important thing is to keep your feet on the ground while your head touches the stars. Continue your daily grounding practices. Maintain loving connections with supportive people. Care for your physical body as the sacred temple that it is. The enlightened 7 is not one who runs away from the world, but one who brings heaven to earth. Your destiny is not to be lost in the clouds of mysticism, but to be a living bridge between dimensions. Each day you live in alignment with your truth, you are fulfilling your sacred mission. Each person you touch with your authentic presence, you are planting seeds of awakening that will blossom in divine timing. Chosen, one of the 7, the time has come for you to fully embrace who you are. There is no more time for doubt, for hiding, for dimming your light. The world desperately needs the medicine you carry, the medicine of wisdom, of depth, of connection with the sacred. You were not born in a year ending in 7 by chance. It was a choice of your soul, a sacred commitment you made before you incarnated. You came to be a beacon in times of darkness, an oasis of peace amidst chaos, a source of wisdom when confusion reigns. Every challenge you have faced, every moment of solitude, every dive into the depths of your soul, it was all preparation for this moment. You are stronger than you imagine, wiser than you believe, more powerful than you dare dream. The 7 in you is not just a number, it is a portal, a frequency, a divine mission encoded within your being. Arise, warrior of light. Assume your throne of wisdom. The world is waiting for the medicine that only you can offer. Your time is now. Your mission is clear. Your power is undeniable. You are the chosen one of the 7, and the universe conspires in your favor. May each day be a fuller expression of your truth. May each encounter be an opportunity to plant seeds of awakening. May your life be a living testimony of the transformative power of wisdom applied with love. The 7 lives in you. You are the 7, and through you, the divine touches the earth. Share this revelation now. If you were born in a year ending in 7, or know someone who was, this message needs to reach them today. The collective awakening of those born in the 7 is happening now, and each one who awakens strengthens the planetary light network. Save this content to reread whenever you need to. Remember your power. Tag that special person born in year 7 who needs to awaken to their mission. Comment, "I am 7" to activate the light codes of this message in your energy field.